welcome back to my channel. I'm Miss Kitty Chaos and I'm here today with an empties video. So I haven't got like a ton of empties and I think I've got one fail as well that I want to show you. I haven't been using loads of stuff really because I've been trying to use up all my old stuff before I actually go out and buy stuff, because I'm trying to be a bit frugal, save a bit of money because you have to, and just you go through all my toiletries that I've already got. So let's just go through what I've used this month. So first off, I'm just going to start with the fail, which was this. I got it in a glossy box. So Susan mascara. I've only actually used it a couple of times and I know it's wasteful, but it just does nothing for me. It's like a really wet mascara, so it takes ages to dry, and as you can see from the brush is just absolutely tiny, so it doesn't do anything. It doesn't actually give me. I've actually got it on now and you can't even tell. So it's the flutter mascara as well, which would suggest that it actually does a lot more. So for me, this So Susan flutter mascara was a big fail, so I'm just gonna get rid of that. It's no good. On the other hand, I did get this in a glossy box as well for a while ago, and I used it to death, and it's the Miss Manga Mega Volume mascara. I didn't think this was going to be that great, and this probably isn't something that I would have picked up in store. I would have looked at it and then just sort of ignored it. I mean, I like the name Miss Manga, that sounds cute, and I like the fact that it says Mega Volume, but and it is from L'Oreal, but I don't think it's something that I would have picked up as a mascara. So it was nice to get it, and it had a big brush. It's all clumped up now because it's all finished. But it had a big brush, and I'm going to review this on my blog actually, because I did really like this. It claims here that it gives mega volume from top to bottom lashes, and it really did. And like, I used it for so long, it lasted ages, and it was great. So I'm going to be reviewing that, but I'll tell you the plus and cons to this. But would I repurchase it? Possibly. There are other mascaras I like more, but we'll see. I definitely wouldn't repurchase the So Susan one. Okay, next up we've got the Undress Your Skin Makeup Academy. So it's the MUA primer, and this still has a tiny bit left in, but I've got other primers that I prefer, and this was like really silicone-y, and I didn't feel like it made my makeup last all day at all. So I can't really complain. I think I got it free, or it was about £4. It was really cheap anyway, so I just wanted to try it out, because I do like a lot of MUA products, so I just wanted to try it and see if I would like it. But for me, I wouldn't repurchase this again. Okay, then we have the W7 Neon Lights eyeliner. I think I just picked this up in like a little pound store or something, but this is what it looks like swatched, if you can see that. So there's still some left in it. I tried to use it. It doesn't work for me. It does dry, but then it just sort of cracks, which is probably why it was in a pound store, to be honest with you. But I thought I'd give it a go. I tried to use it. I was going to use it as like a purple eyeliner instead of my black, but because purple can make, if you've got like greeny bluey eyes, purple can make your eyes pop a lot more. But it just wasn't working. I mean, it's actually dried lovely on my hand, but when it was on my eye, it just sort of broke up and flaked throughout the day, and that's just not a good look. So, but I did love the colour. The colour is really nice. Like, it's just not showing up on this camera, but it's like a lilac-y sort of, it's got like a metallic shade to it. So if I found a pencil or another eyeliner like this in the same colour, I would buy that, but not this one. So that's a no purchase as well. I sound like I'm really picky this month, but what can you do? This stuff I love. If you've watched my previous empty, you would know I love Soap and Glory anyway. So this was the Mist You Madly. It's a flirty floral fragrance body spray, and this lasted for so long. I mean, I think it is pricey. I got it as part of a big box, but it is quite pricey to buy on its own. However, I do really like it, so I would purchase this on its own, because sometimes I don't want to use up all my perfume, because I've got quite a bit of perfume that I love, and I don't want to use it all up, so I like to use a body spray, and this lasts long. You can smell it. It's I'm not really usually a fan of floral smells, but it's not too in your face. It's quite fresh and nice. So and like I actually used it on my bedding, I used it around the room, I used it for everything, and it's a smell that people complimented me on, they really liked, so I would repurchase this. And look, you get so much in there. It's a massive bottle, and you know, but so I'm quite gutted that that's finished, but I would repurchase that. Okay, next up we've got some Lush. This was the Golden Wonder Bath Bomb. I actually used this a bit ago. So this was the Christmas special one. And if you follow me on my Instagram, which I'll leave a link to below, you would have seen that. I put a little video. I'm going off bath bombs, to be honest. I like them, but I think I prefer bubble bars because I like to have a big bubbly bath. But this did leave my skin feeling really soft and really nice, but it did leave my bath a bit too gold, so I had to scrub my bath. Not that I don't anyway, but when it comes around Christmas, would I buy it again? I'd probably buy it for someone else as a gift, but to be honest, I had it as a gift, so it's a winner. But it did have a lovely smell, and it did leave, the oils in it were just right, because it left my skin feeling really soft and really nice. So Golden Water Bath Bomb, yes. Then we've got the Sakura Bath Bomb, which was like a sort of pinkish one. It's white with like the pink in it, and that smelled lovely, but when I put it in the bath it didn't really do anything, so I don't think I would buy this bath bomb again, because it just wasn't the bath bomb for me, really. It just didn't really turn the water any colours. I felt like a little bit of it softened my skin a little bit, but not to the sort of scale that any other bath bomb that I usually have from there does. I haven't got the bag for it because I did actually throw it away, because there's quite a lot of empties that I haven't got, because either they've got chucked away by my boyfriend, or like because he doesn't understand I do these videos, and or I've just chucked them away because I've got fed up of looking at them. But there was another Lush bath bomb, and that was the Avo Bath, and I've done a review to that on my blog, so we'll leave a link to that down below, because I did really like that one. That was really, it had really good oils in it, smelled really nice, so I would repurchase that one. And I did say in my blog post that that was one bath bomb that I probably never would have bought myself, but it was given to me as a gift, so it was a good choice to whoever gave me that. Next we've got, I think I actually had this in a U Beauty box, and it's the Hydro Silk Wilkinson Sword Razor, and it's got 5 blades, I think. But I felt, yeah, it's got 5 blades, and this is what it looks like. I think it retails about £5 or £6. I wouldn't purchase this again. I found it was alright for once or twice, and then after that it just was no good, and it just wasn't doing the job properly, and then I was having to reshave my legs and things like that. So for me, this I wouldn't rebuy. It didn't really give a very close shave, and I don't think it's really worth the money. Okay. Oh, I love these. These are the Wilkinson's Maxi Oval Pads, and I use these with my micellar water and just to take off makeup and things like that, and I use them to take off nail varnish, and they're only 50p at the moment, so I've got some more over there that I bought the other day, and I reuse these quite a lot. These are my favourite ones, and they're from Wilco or Wilkinson. So and you get 50, so they do last. Like if you buy the smaller ones, I think some of the bloggers have mentioned before, if you buy the smaller ones, they just don't last as long, and like you feel like you use about 20 on your face when you could just use 1 or 2 of these, and they're thick as well, so you can use one side, then turn it over and use the other side. Okay, I got sort of a perfume. This one I got from Savers ages ago, and it was actually called Controversial. It was the Jade Goody perfume, and I only paid about £3 for it. But as just a day-to-day perfume, just to wear about on a normal day, it actually smelled really nice. And obviously they're getting rid of it because of what happened to Jade and things, and I think that, you know, more people shouldn't stop taking the mick out of her and actually realise that, you know, it gives you a good reason to understand that you need to go and make sure you have your smear tests and things like that, but we'll talk about that another time. Anyway, the perfume itself does smell really nice. It's really like just a really nice light everyday perfume, but for that price you can't argue, and I would repurchase this again because I think they still have it in Savers. I think it's about £4 now, but I would rebuy it because it lasted ages. It was a really big bottle. It's a massive bottle, look at it. It's 100ml, I think, but I just can't get that last little bit out, but it does smell really nice, and I like the bottle and I like the perfume. So I quite like some celebrity perfumes for day perfumes because they're inexpensive and they smell nice. They're usually just quite light smells, aren't they? Okay, then I have these. Like I said, I'm trying to use up all my samples or my old creams and stuff, and so I had this duo, which is the Dove Advanced set. It's the new Youthful Vitality range, and I had both the shampoo and the conditioner. I actually had two sets of these because I had one in my glossy box and then I had one in my U-Beauty box just before I stopped subscribing to both of them, which is a good reason why I did stop subscribing, because sometimes they would just cross over and you'd be getting the same things and it wouldn't feel so special anymore. But anyway, these are by Dove. I quite like Dove anyway. After using these, I felt like my hair was quite shiny and soft, and I actually did get compliments from other people asking what I used in my hair. So I would use these again, but I did feel like they didn't give me the volume that I wanted. So maybe combined with a volume product, I would use these more often. But I did like these. So yes, I would repurchase them, probably if they were on offer or something like that. This is actually Body Therapy Spa Serenity sort of bath salts, and they had like little flowers and a little like it really smells like rose. They had like little rose petals in there. It's like when you get the bath bomb from Lush, the heart-shaped one with the rose petals, and they go in your bath and the rose petals will across your bath. It was the same kind of thing, but this was bath salts with them. And they were nice, and they did make the bath smell a little bit nice, but I don't think they really did anything for the bath apart from make it look pretty with the rose petals. It didn't like add any moisture to my skin or anything like that, so I'm not really a big fan of bath salts, but I had this to use up, so I just used it up. So would I repurchase it? Not really. Okay, then we have the Dove 60-second treatment shot. Here we go. I like to try and use one of these conditioners like at least once a week in my hair, because otherwise my hair gets really broken and it needs a good cut, to be honest with you. But it gets really broken, and this is an intensive damage repair one anyway, but it makes it just get some kind of life back into it, and I think it's really good to do. So I love these things, and they last for about, you can get 2 or 3 uses out of them. I really like those, so I would repurchase the Dove one. I really like that. This was, so well used, the Makeup Academy Undress Your Skin Under Eye Concealer. Have I got any left? I like these kind of concealers that like a twist with a little brush, and you can add a little bit under your eyes, and it was in a light colour, and it was good. It was pretty good, but I felt like it just got used up really quickly compared to other ones that I've had like this before. So would I repurchase it? Probably. It was really cheap. If I really needed one, I didn't have a concealer, I probably would, but I wouldn't go out of my way to get it. Okay, then we just had like a Ted Baker. I got this in like a Ted Baker set. It was just a body lotion. I always try and keep lotion in my bag, and I've used this up. Would I repurchase it? As a lotion, it smelled really nice, because sometimes, a tip for you, if you don't want to use your perfume, you get all these lotions, people seem to, you always see these like in charity shops, or people give them away and things, or just chuck them out because they don't use them. What they don't realise is the reason they give you these sets is it's if you don't want to use up your perfume and you've got your favourite perfume but you've got one of these, if you just use that, especially on your wrists and places like that, you will still get a perfume smell, not as strong, but you'll still get a really good perfume smell that will last a lot through the day, which is why I make sure I use all of them. This one smelled nice, but like as a moisturiser, it didn't really do anything, so I would get it if it was in a set again, but I wouldn't go out of my way just to buy the moisturiser. And then this is a really old one, so I probably shouldn't show you this because I don't even know if they make this anymore. But do you remember when Gokwan had a range? I still had this left over. I don't know if he still does it. It was in Boots, I think not last Christmas. It was last year sometime, and he did a range of body washes and things like that, and this was the rose oil one. And I will say that the packaging was absolutely beautiful. So if Gok still had a range, I don't think he does, but I would purchase these because I think they're really nice, and it came in like a lovely box and stuff. It was part of a set. It was just a nice smell. It was kind of smelled a little bit like baby powder with a bit of rose in it, but that's not inoffensive. I quite like that smell, and it did make my skin feel nice, so I would repurchase that if it still existed. And that is actually it. That's all my empties. So there was a couple of things that I would repurchase, a couple of things that I wouldn't, and yeah, that's it really. So have you used any of these products here, or if there's anything that I said I don't get on with, is there anything you can suggest instead? What do you think of So Susan? Like, if it wasn't a mascara, I would offer it to someone, but because it's a mascara and it's been on my eyes, it's not probably very hygienic to give it away, so I am just going to chuck this. But I would suggest not buying this if you want a lot of volume. If you're just someone who just wants a little bit, actually I don't even know who would want it, so sorry So Susan, it didn't work for me. So that was my biggest fail. And then the one that I would probably repurchase the most is the Avo Bath Bomb, which I'll leave the link for below. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. And make sure you go over to my blog on Miss Kitty Chaos, and my blog is adventuresofaRiotGirl.com. Thank you, bye.